Monday again for another episode of Shit on My Table. Did some printing this week and been working on some Jap fighters, so let's check it out. Alright guys, so here is the hobby table. Alright, so let's jump in and show you what I painted this week. Found these cool ass little like ball tank kind of thing. Anyway, they look like giant sea mines. They look like sea mines, right? But they got tracks on them here. So I'm going to use these as some sort of like
designed by Austrian 3D art.
Like mine. Maybe make them magnetized in the rules so like they're drawn like tanks. They're drawn to tanks, so they'll drive through the battlefield and just go to something that's really like metal. That's pretty sweet. So I got 6 of those. I mean, that's just fucking cool. It's just like, I think these are called Doom balls or some shit.
Death ball, loser.
But they're awesome. So I printed those up. I printed up 6 of those things. Pretty sweet. Then we printed up some
werewolf.
These are from KLT. This is one of our sponsors. Pretty cool. I'll make these like, I don't know, like German werewolves or something like that. Like official, like soldier werewolves. They're pretty big. They're compared to 28s. So they like bulk up in size. There's a female and the rest are males. It's pretty cool. Then I got myself a
Rushlana by
like a
Quintuplet
Commissar or just some sort of like Soviet whatever mini. So that's pretty cool. Sexy Soviet. When you call them she-wolves, you call them, I don't know what you call them. Sexy Soviet babushka. She ain't grandmother, but you know, she could be somebody's grandmother maybe. I don't fucking know. It's pretty cool. Free model. That was free too. And then these, check these out, guys. These are freaking cool. So this is another free. So I've been going to Colts, right, all this month, and I've just been going through like, I think whatever search engine I plugged in, it was like 4,000, and I've been going. I'm like on page like 500 and something. I'm just going through it all to just check it all out because there's so much cool shit. So I found this thing. That's how I found this. I would have never found that by, you know, like 28 millimeter World War II, whatever. I mean, you stumble across this cool shit. But these things, check these out. So I have no idea what these are. I don't remember.
They're spy balloon from Joker's Red
But
Ace.
they just look like they would be awesome. Like, so I'm thinking these are like, so you remember in World War II, the Japanese had those balloons, those incendiary balloons that they would send to the States in North America. They basically, those balloons would just ride the thermal currents to North America, then they descend, and then they just like cause forest fires or whatever, right? So I was thinking something like that. So like these could be like weird war kamikazes. Maybe they're filled with, I don't know, like toxic gas, or maybe they're incendiary or whatever. But just imagine like a whole core of like kamikazes that are, infused with some sort of dark magics to bloat them up, make them buoyant. They start to float off to, the enemy. And then when they land, they explode with fire or gas or whatever it might be. I don't know. That's just fucking cool. And maybe they're controlled. Maybe these things can like control their movements somehow. Some mystical means. But I don't know. They just look freaking cool. And I'm saying, these could be, I'm probably going to make them Japanese because, Japanese kamikazes and stuff like that. But even Chinese might work, like Chinese suicide squads or.
I don't think he's going to stop.
but definitely an Asian feel to it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Speaking of Japanese, I've been working on my Nate fighters here. I got the decals on. The only thing I got to do really is finish up the propellers and do the cockpits. And then just I'll do another wash on it, dirty up those decals. I'll do kind of like dry brushing to get some of that silver out there. Then another dirty. These are really just meant for terrain, so just do a little detail, and then they'll be done. And then I'll do my next Weird WWII campaign battle, where we're still in 1937 China, and there's a right outside of Nanjing, I think. I think it's, I can't remember where, but there was a small Chinese force that overtook a Japanese forward airbase. And that's basically what we're going to do. We're going to do some sort of like small unit action where a group of elite Chinese go and take out an air base, with against pilots and like ground crew and just kind of rear echelon security troops. So it should be pretty fun. But yeah, so that's what we got going on this week. I need to start painting more. I've been printing like crazy. Got tons of printed shit. Now I guess that's one of the things. Your printing ends up making that lead pile bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So, got to get to it. All right, guys. So again, I can't push 3D printing enough. It's really opened my eyes to a whole new world. Lots of opportunity of cool shit. And especially if you're into Weird War, man, there's lots of crazy shit on there. A lot of these STLs are creations of people's just imagination. So it's not necessarily, they're copying, military, uniforms or tanks or whatever. I mean, these people are creating, truck just drove by. They're creating some pretty amazing stuff, and got a lot of stuff earmarked to download. Most of the stuff that you saw was free or pretty cheap. And then I'm telling you guys, I mean, most of the stuff that I see for the scale that I play, I mean, you're talking for a mini, maybe a couple bucks at the most. I mean, there's some that are charging like $5, but I don't do that. I won't buy those. But like, probably up to $4, $3. I'll go up to $3 STL. And there's a lot of them out there, guys, a lot. And all genres, historical, sci-fi, fantasy, it's all in there. So if you have the time, just, commit to jumping on Colts for an hour a day and just go through it all, and you'd be surprised. You find some pretty amazing shit. Yeah, so check it out. Get a 3D printer if you haven't already. And whatever you do, keep it weird. See ya.
Hello? Have you been up long?
I've just had a nightmare.
Not to worry, I've just the thing.